Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Isaac and I have been drawing my whole life. Because of this, I have over 50 plus ish sketchbooks that I just don't touch anymore, and I wanted to share them. Mostly for my future self so that I can come back and look at all of my sketchbooks. So this is my sketchbook tour of 50 plus sketchbooks, all from throughout my life, starting with 2009. So in 2009, I would have been about 7 years old. Um, yeah, this is my first ever sketchbook that I still have. Obviously, I drew before this, and I found one and then lost one from a bit earlier. But this is my first ever sketchbook that I have, and it is all Pokemon. um, so this is going to be a long video. I don't know how long exactly this is going to be. But expect, like, I'm going to put up a fandom list here of everything that is covered in these books, just so you're aware of the type of stuff I draw. So yeah, these are my first ever sketches from when I was 7 years old. And it's just a lot of Pokemon. So I've been drawing for a very long time. This year actually marks my 10 years of drawing digitally. Which is a big milestone for me, since you'll notice that my sketchbooks start to decline a bit because I switched from traditional. Well, they're better than this, but they decline in skill level because I switched solely to digitally for a while. But yeah, this is my first ever sketchbook that I still have. You can see it's just Pokemon. I don't have a lot of inspiring content to talk about with this. Unlike my future sketchbooks. This is just me drawing Pokemon. I'm pretty sure I just got a bunch of Pokemon cards that I had and just tried to redraw them. Cricketer, I love it. Yeah, these are so hard to look at for me because I feel the childlike wonder and glee. You know what? I'm actually really happy with looking at this, but it's still a hard look because it's just like, what are you doing? Actually, these two are pretty good, but some of them are just. I like the Geodude one was pretty rough. Or sorry, Onyx. But yeah, for the rest of this video, I'm going to just be discussing my art processes as well as my thoughts on my sketchbooks. This is going to be a meaty video. There's going to be a lot to talk about. And I'm going to try and go pretty fast for them all because it's a lot of work. I drew a lot of stuff. This is 2009 and my sketchbooks go up to 2025. That one's really good, the Fluffy. Also ignore the dog barking sometimes. We've got our little dog Roxy, and she barks like hell sometimes. Okay, well, that was my first sketchbook, the first of many. So, majority of my older work is also from Moshi Monsters. Is from not sketchbooks, but from loose paper. So there's a lot of my early work is just on loose paper. I've censored as well going throughout these, like private information, like signatures and old usernames. I love Scamp. Scamp was my favorite moshling. Well, that's easy. That was a quick one. But yeah, so I've censored a lot of stuff going forward in these because it's just like private information from me and like friends that I'm no longer friends with. I just don't want names and stuff to be listed out still. But yeah, on to sketchbook number 3. Now, I also had an awful habit of just ripping out. Ripping out drawings constantly. Oh no, 2013. I thought this was 2014, but this is as 2013. So never mind, but this was year 6. And you can see I was really into anime. And you're gonna see like an incredible jump between this one and my next work. Because I started watching YouTube tutorials on how to draw. Like this one is from a Mark Crilly how to draw anime kissing video, and it was my first time ever using guidelines, and it was just horrible. That was also from a YouTube tutorial. That was also from a YouTube tutorial. This is when I really started to decide that I wanted to learn how to draw. And yeah, I think that's but yeah, here comes now my biggest folder that I have. And it is huge. But it's got some of my favorite fundamental drawings in it. So here we go. This is 2015. This is again loose paper that I just stuck all together, but this is everything I drew in 2015. And a majority of it is just My Chemical Romance fan art. Like all of it is just My Chemical Romance fan art. Yeah, this was the year I discovered My Chemical Romance, and I just never turned back. This was the year I decided to pursue art more as well, learning proper stuff like expressions. There's gonna be a lot of farad in this, I'm just warning. Oh, this was also the year I got Copic markers for the first time, or markers in general. I don't think they were Copic, but they were alcoholic markers. Markiplier, classic. I also do this a lot, where I sketch the whole thing and then sketch it all again. Which looks silly, but I actually do think that was good practice for me. This one is still one of my favorite drawings I did from this year. I have a lot of good ones in here. Like the skill level jump is like pretty massive. Like I don't know what exactly happened, but this was one of my friends as a fucking corpse llama lady. I don't really remember why. I just remember it was a friend of mine. Brendan Uri, yuck, but you know, he's there. Hopefully my Japanese is good. I have no idea. So yeah, so you'll see stuff like this. I've got some old usernames and old people names censored. I later also censor some artistic nudity. Or it's not really artistic, it's just pretty distasteful nudity later on in this, because it's just like I became an edgy teen. As you can see, it started here as an edgy tween. I do love this drawing still. But I became an edgy teen, so there is like artistic nudity in a lot of my later works. But yeah, I love this book. Like I always come back to this and just laugh about it, because the art. What do I say about this one? I cannot remember for the life of me why I drew this. I think my friend just asked me to draw this. Phineas and Ferb as like a emo, I guess. I don't know. I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in here. Like, I love a lot of this early work of mine. I feel like when you see this and you think, like, oh, 2015, I would have been 13 years old. I think you can see why I pursued being an artist, because it's like a lot of this is just really cool stuff. There is a lot of stuff from this year that kind of defines me. Obviously, this was my last year in primary school. So this was my last year before high school. So this was kind of like, I was kind of the top of the class. I still love this drawing. I love it so much. But and this is obviously also the year that I got into color, like really good color. Um, and when I wasn't just doing colored marker, I started to pursue watercolor, which is going to be my next sketchbooks. These are cute. Farad warning. I already warned you up top. Obviously this is uh-huh. So there's oh, social repos. That's problematic. I love this Max Caulfield drawing. I love it so much. I think it's so cute. And then I think this is kind of where I started to hit high school. This is where I hit high school. Yeah, because I remember drawing this in high school. Dramatical Murder. Cool. Still a highlight of mine. I must say as well, none of these are traced, which is pretty impressive. Like, I know this looks traced. I just had like some pretty good line control at this time, which is crazy because I was also chicken scratchy as hell. But I was learning. I was learning constantly. That's why there's so many different styles. This here was my first ever My Chemical Romance fan art. And you can see obviously when you go from that to some of my other work that I grew rapidly. And this was one of my first OCs called Trance. You won't see much of him, but he exists. You also see later on a lot of notepad sketches. Hey there, I'm Shannon. Classic. Crom, but Michael Clifford. Classic. Alex Dorame. I can't remember how to say her name. Yeah, I was edgy. I was a little emo, and I loved it. Painting for a bit. I got into a bit of painting. I was never spectacular at painting, but it's something that I like to do. This was a cool one. I love this drawing. And yeah, cute. That one's cute. I don't know about that one. Again, I'm censoring old usernames that I had because I don't want my old profiles to follow me. Oh, transgender Frank, because you had to have it. And yeah, this is obviously really weird and parasocial. I grew up since I drew all these. Yeah, I didn't know this was a problem. But it doesn't matter because you won't see much more of that anymore. So yeah, that was my 2015, was it? 2015 big mega chunker folder. Yeah, let's move on. So yeah, 2015 was also the year that I discovered watercolor for the first time. There's a bit of damage on some of these pages, and they're a bit edgy because I was really influenced by some candy gore at the time and general gore art. But I didn't have the skills really to back it up. It was just a lot of chicken scratchy shapes. So I was like, yeah, that looks like blood. I love this one still. I think it's fun. And yeah, a lot of... Oh, I forgot to censor this one. Sorry about that. There is a couple of self-harm imagery, but I censored most of it, I'm pretty sure. I'll put that as a proper trigger warning at the start. I love this drawing. I think it's still good as hell. Supernatural. Classic. I actually think I drew that for a friend. I don't think it was for me. because I wasn't a big Supernatural head, but I was still there. This one was done with coffee, which is fun. Obviously you can see there is no color change. Like, I really thought it would come out and it'd be like a bunch of beautiful colors. It was one color, but it soaked, which is important. Jacksepticeye, classic. Oh yeah, self-harm sensor there. That was a good Kate Marsh. I don't know why I made it so edgy though. And then on to 2016. So 2016, it's kind of the exact same as 2015. It was watercolor and then marker in folder. Chloe Price. Again, I really liked watercolor for the blood effects. And like, yeah, this like splash effect that you could do. It was just stuff like that really got me with watercolor. And I pursue it for a little bit longer, I believe. Before I switched back to just plain old marker usage. I wish I finished this because this is actually a cool illustration. Tyler Joseph, obviously. And I loved this one. This one went viral for me at the time on Instagram of a massive 90 likes. Again, this was in 2016, so that was like huge numbers for me. But yeah, a little. Oh, drew on the other side. I actually remember I was on a camping trip when I drew that, which is pretty fun. King Burb, classic. I was on a camping trip when I drew this too. The fingers make me laugh so hard. What? I'm still not great at drawing hands, but like, that one's alright. But some of them are just horrible. This was a cool style that I was trying for like a second. You'll see me, I experiment a lot with my style, like with my art style, like constantly. Not even just as like a teen, but like still now I very much constantly experiment. Cool. So next one, 2016, here we go. So 2016 for me was a lot more cartoony. In 2016 to 2017, I kind of struggle a bit on knowing where I want to go. 2016 is also the year I started drawing digitally. So my mind kind of shifts a bit into deciding what I want to draw digitally and what I want to draw traditionally. This one was from 2017, sorry. 2017 is my biggest drawing year. But this was for a commission for a book cover that I did on Amino. And obviously I was never paid. So, Chloe Price there. Chloe and Max. Yeah, this was 2017. I fucked up. But that's okay. And this one's 2013. What the fuck? I thought I had these sketchbooks like perfectly finished. Yeah. Alright, well this is 2017 then. That's okay because I think my watercolor was the only thing from 2016 then. Oh, this is great. This is when I got really into Star vs. the Forces of Evil. Like, I got really into it, as you can see. And you're gonna see that influence my art heaps. Killing Stalking came out in 2017, I believe. And I was really into a comic called Skydoll. So there's a lot of weird artistic influences coming through, as well as 2017 general Tumblr. There was a lot of artistic influences. Yuri on Ice, that was the last one. All Time Low. There was just so much media I was consuming because I was like fresh in high school, and I love my Nathan Prescott drawings. You'll see them a lot. Dan and Phil. Like just a lot of interesting. This is Paddy from As It Is, I believe. And I showed that to him at his concert. As I saw them live. Homestuck as well. Yep. This was kind of the year of media for me. And because of that, I have a shit ton of sketchbooks from 2017 specifically. Like a shit ton. Tiny Satan there. I love that drawing. Not because it's good. Like, I love a lot of these drawings still, despite the fact that they're not good. This one's actually alright. Sorry, it's next to random objects with legs, but this is a pretty good fucking eye. Like, I'm pretty happy with that. Wake Think Alive, classic. Yeah, you can really see the tumbler. Like, this was literally from that expression sheet chart that everyone drew on. It made a round again recently, so newer artists might know it, but might not. I don't know. This was my Trance redesigned. I believe it was Trance and Zeke were my characters. And you'll see me draw them a little bit, continuing, but not really. Punkaplier, classic, because I definitely knew what punk meant back then. Oh, blank pages, how dare I? Visual Art Class A? I guess I was in Visual Art Class A. And so I guess that was 2017 then, not 2016. But that's okay because 2017 is my whole next, like, good handful of drawings. So, be prepared. So 2017, these are free to start with. I'm just gonna choose from. See, now I categorize by years, and I didn't really categorize by dates, because I don't date my art. Like, I did in here a little bit, but for the most part, I just don't. I just don't date my art or sign it, which is why there's very few signatures, as well as the fact that I'm censoring them. But you know, I love this drawing. This drawing also went viral on Instagram for me, for my standards. A lot of people know that about me, is that I started the broken, the beaten, the damned, classic. A lot of people know that I started as a My Chemical Romance fan account under a completely different alias. I love this drawing still. I think it's hilarious. I haven't drawn My Chemical Romance fan art in a good couple of years. But it's always there as a default in the back of my head because I drew it so much as a teen. Like, I'm pretty good at drawing Gerard just from memory. Because I drew him so much in these early books. 2017. Okay, so this was January, February, March. Mostly 21 Pilots. Now, this was because I was seeing 21 Pilots at the time. It was their Blurry Face tour, obviously, because it's 2017. I had a big crush on Josh. I also thought of making these like pin designs. So these were like ideas on pins, some of them were. Like this. This was going to be a pin design. I don't actually understand how it was going to be a pin design, but you know, I I had ideas clearly for merchandising, which, by the way, this year, the year in 2026, not 2017, I did my first ever market, which was pretty cool. This is also me celebrating my 10 years of drawing digital art, and this is my year of celebrating just my previous old works, because it's really fun to just pat yourself on the back sometimes. Censored names here. This was someone's dream they had. I loved Tom. He was by far my favorite Star vs. the Forces of Evil character, and it really shows in my art. Let's check out this one. Oh yeah, this is like nothing. I think I drew these, and then I think I just gave up. Black canvas is not my forte, I'm ashamed to say. Okay, let me grab some more. Okay, so these three books are all kind of like the same. Oh, sorry, I grabbed way more than three. I grabbed four, so not way more. These books are pretty much the same, so I'm gonna share. This is June 2017. I love these cats. This is the first of my character dating death that you'll see throughout other stuff. So that was my character death. He was for a comic that I was writing. I actually made a couple pages for it, and it got a bit of hype. Heather. We got musicals now as well in my media consuming. I love this drawing still. It's a different style than what I was going for, but Lavender Town. Yes. So yeah, this was when I was inspired by a lot more cartoon work, Voltron, classic. And that kind of changed the game for me. Like, I really thought that cartoon work was for me, but I didn't quite get it. This is also comic book inspired still. I think this was a screenshot redraw of a scene, but I cannot tell you from what comic or from where. And Doodle Dudes. This was a YouTube series that was going on at the moment, at the time. You see, like, yeah, I was just consuming media constantly, because I was in high school and I didn't do anything. I didn't I didn't succeed at school. I still don't really. Like, I'm not the best student in the world, because I would just bring my art pad and just draw and paint in class. I had a very small portable watercolor set that I would bring. Mercy. So yes, this is the start of my Overwatch era as well. Overwatch consumed my drawing life for a while as well. And yeah, so you can see I used these sketchbooks in tandem. I drew them around the same time. Forgot to get rid of that signature. This also went viral for me on Instagram. This had over 120 likes, which pissed me the fuck off because I don't get those numbers now, even. And so that was a big deal to me. Only plays there. A rat and a whale. I don't think I drew these. I think someone else drew these because these aren't my signatures. And I definitely didn't draw these. but they're beautiful. Like, this pig is awesome. I love this pig. Oh, that might have been my friend in art class, I believe. That would make sense. Here's another shit happens. Shit happens. Patrick Stump. Patrick Stump, yeah. Fuck me. Sylvester the Forces of Evil. Gerard again. This is me and my friend Sebastian as Panic at the Disco, which is awesome. Awesome to see that still. Night in the Woods. Oh, Night in the Woods came out too. Recently replaying that as a 20-something-year-old. Like, that game is brilliant. Yeah, I also have some gorillas scattered in, like you've already seen. But this was Hitalia. This was for a friend. I have never consumed Hitalia. I just want that to be very clear. Septiplat again, not my ship. I drew this for a friend. I want that to be very clear. Another OC of mine, Matthew Brink. Yeah, Matthew Brink, because he was on the brink of insanity. Classic. Whatever that meant to me as a child. Paramore. Wake up. I'm afraid somebody else might take my place. I'll cut that. April sketchbook. So yeah, so I used all these sketchbooks at once, basically. And I actually do love a lot of this stuff. There's not a lot in here. I think that's it. Oh yeah, one more. But that's only a little bit of my 2017. Next we have bullshit and bullshit. I can't remember which one's first. I'm gonna assume it was this one because March to June's pretty early in the year, and it's got 54 drawings. That's actually really cool that I wrote that. Cartoon practice. Yes, so this was me when I finally decided that I really wanted to do comics. Matthew Brink and Alex Quill, my two ICs at the time. So this was me practicing Matthew Brink. Got his first comic. I redrew this digitally for a while recently, so I might show that in here. Danganronpa. I never played Danganronpa up until this point. Even further, actually, I didn't play Danganronpa till like 2020, but I loved the art style. So, this was me trying more comic-y style, but I didn't like how comic-y it was. There was a part of me that liked it, part of me that didn't. I was watching a lot of Lavender Town, as you know, at the time, so a lot of my stuff turned really cartoony or this style. I love these chibis here. I'm so bad at chibi art, but clearly I had something going. Emoji challenge. More Markiplier shit. Art is killing me, but I've never felt so alive. Glad to see that I was suffering with art. Because I can tell that I was suffering with art at this point. Because some of it is super weird looking. I love this drawing still. I think it's actually really cute. Sheesh, what a drama queen. This one's also pretty good. I'm not a big mech drawer, so the fact that I even tried doing mech armor was like pretty impressive. This one is really cool too. I actually really like this one. As you can see, I'm still shit at painting. Help me. Night in the Woods. Cute. Cutie patooties. This was a portrait of my friend Winston. Shout out Winston. Doesn't look anything like him, but you know, I like that. uh, lots of this fucking sucks. Yeah, I was not good at painting with watercolor as much as I thought I was. I dabbled with it for quite a while. I still wasn't as good as I thought I should be. That was bullshit number one. This is bullshit number two. I did cover it, but it does say bullshit up there. Don't touch it. So sorry guys, we're not looking at this one. Just kidding. Dating death. I don't know if this type of pencil is going to come up very clear on the camera. I can't see the camera because you're a tripod. So I also hope I'm getting all my books in frame. I didn't even think about that. The squip. So here's where Be More Chill comes in. Be More Chill I got really stuck on for a long while. Like a really long while. I love my Be More Chill. I love Rich specifically. Salvus the Forces of Evil again. Jocks that do not look like jocks, but I tried my best. A lot of like, yeah, just random shit. These were characters that I was liking. So I was liking Rich, Gary, Nathan, and Shiro. Long Exposure. Now, this was one of my favorite webcomics at the time. This actually influenced my drive to make comics. So here's some comic ideas I had. I had a lot of comic ideas. Heartstopper. Oh no, In a Heartbeat, not Heartstopper. Yeah, this predates Heartstopper, obviously. In a Heartbeat, that's right. How cute. How cute. You could tell I was an artist at the time. And I remember this drawing. I got asked if it was Yu-Gi-Oh! But it is Rick from Rick and Morty. Obviously. Like, duh. Page of Keith. I don't know who Keith is. Like, it must be Keith from Voltron as like a weird duck thing. But I don't I don't remember. Bloodshot. Now that was an idea for my comic that eventually became Roadkill, which is my most long-term OC project. And I'll show you some stuff I've got now of what Roadkill looks like. But yeah, no, this was a completely different, like, origin. I had so many different things going on. And this was from another comic I had going on as well. I actually really like this one. This one's really cool. That was from Dear Evan Hansen. That was Connor. And this was from another comic as well I was working on. I was working on a comic about some cafe girls that were like lesbian cafe owners. But one was like secretly a punk. Johnny from Bloodshot. This was my other comic. This is a cool exercise I learned, which is just how to draw for 10 minutes each time and get better each time. This was my first time doing that, where I drew the same character 10 times. That was G-Dragon. Hell yeah. I was really into K-pop at the time as well, but specifically only Big Bang. And I loved the aesthetic of K-pop. Specifically, again, only Big Bang. And EXO. I like the EXO a bit. Fairies as well. I really wanted to get into fairy drawing. You see me try my best throughout this. Yeah, I drew a shit ton of random shit. So that was bullshit. That was bullshit part 2. I'm gonna be able to fit this whole thing in. Actually, I think that'll be fine. Super Mega, classic. Squib, classic. I mean, be more chill, not Squib. Nathan Prescott, classic. Like, this is all just stuff that I enjoyed. This was based on a real couple I saw. Real alternative couple. I thought they were cute. Camp. Oh my god, Camp. Oh. Daniel was such a Tumblr sexy man. That is sorely forgotten about. For good reason. Oscar, another character of mine, and me practicing heads, which is cool. This is just cool to see. They don't look that good, but it's cool to see me try. Crooked Glasses, Amber, another one of my favorite artists at the time. And then this is my weird sketchbook that I tried to make myself. Just using loose paper. Overwatch, here we go. Yeah, Overwatch had me in a hold. Borderlands, classic. This was drawing for some friends. Crash Bandicoot. My Cortex is pretty cool. I don't think you're going to be able to see much of these pages. Diva, Joshua. See, this is my first drawing of Josh, who is my modern Roadkill character. But the thing with Roadkill is I mostly did it digitally. Here we go. Josh, Nixon, and Javier. His character name is Harvey now, and he's changed a lot. He doesn't look anything like this, but Josh and Nixon still kind of look the same. It's just like in a different style. Fairies, zombie, vampire, OC again. OC as a fairy. Damon Albarn, classic. Oh, back around this way. Avatar, Incredibles. Raccoon being proposed to. How cute. I believe that was from... Oh, those pages are stuck together. Roadhog. This was me trying to come up with keychain ideas when I wanted to be an Artist Alley artist, which now in the year 2026 has happened, which is pretty sick. I believe that's all of my 2017 drawings. So here's all my 2018 stuff. I believe this one came first. Nacho. This is when my girlfriend and I started dating around this year, and this was our dream dog together, which is a Corgi Shiba, sorry. And there she is. That's a drawing of my girlfriend. She's still beautiful. Gets prettier every single day. So I'm gonna have a lot of drawings of my girlfriend from here on out. Well, I had more digital drawings of her. But she quickly became my muse. I was drawing her every fucking day. And Overwatch was obviously huge with me at the time as well. Meet the Artist. Wow. Oh, my cat is currently scratching up my bed. If you can hear that, you probably can. Beans, stop it. Stop. Okay, just let him out. So clearly before the storm was coming out. Actually, I think it was already out because I drew some Nathan stuff. Which is quite common to happen for me when I'm thinking about Life is Strange, is I'll just play the game again and then draw it. 2018. Now, okay, so this is one of my worst sketchbooks, so actually I'll save that one. I hate that sketchbook so fucking much. So we'll switch to this one. This one's really good. I actually like this sketchbook a lot. Roadhog, Frank, Doki Doki Literature Club was out. Me and my girlfriend. I love this drawing. I think it's still just oh so cute. Oh, porn. I didn't censor that one. Again, me playing around with some styles I liked. Oh, porn. Again, I forgot to censor that one. Sorry about that. There are some that are censored, I swear. This is one of my favorite drawings I've ever done traditionally. Obviously, there's a lot I'd fix now, but I still love this drawing. I just think it's oh so cute. Petey Poo Pie. I don't remember the origins of this. Fallout Boy. This sucks. I want death. Classic artist moment. Furry. Him. Cool. Alright, Mega Space Scrapbook. So this was a scrapbook I had from 2016, but I never drew in it until 2018. I believe drawings are just scattered through this. So give me a second to find some Nixon, classic. Lemonade stand, lampshade. Little Cock Pump. This was my SoundCloud rapper OC, I believe. Oh no, this was a real SoundCloud rapper that commissioned me for a t-shirt design. Again, I was never paid. Some outfits ideas I had. Future piercing ideas for me. I do have the double bridge now, which is cool. I do not have gauges, which is a shame. I have a lot more piercings than that though. Oh, and it's the same thing, but now I'm a fairy. Classic. Self-portrait. Whoa. Bunch of paint. Clearly I was painting, but I don't know where the paint went. Don't know where that painting went. Sketchpad. Comics. Dating Death. So this was me figuring out paneling ideas. And head shape ideas. This is a really fun little thing. It is. I worked out a lot of my paddling traditionally. Oh, a drawing back there. Yeah. You'll notice as well, the further I go with this is... Oh! I'm really glad I stopped for that. A lot of my future sketchbooks, I don't draw a lot in. Whoa, this is a big one. Alright. I don't know how well I'm going to be covering this. This was for if Roadkill was a comic or a visual novel. I couldn't decide at the time. Now it's neither. Now it's an animation. But... Oh, this was another comic I was working on, which was me and my friends, but we're like it's like a Halloween spin-off. So I was a werewolf. And one of my friends was a pixie, another friend was a vampire, zombie, witch, mermaid, gargoyle, like it was drawn on my girlfriend. Drawing. Just so cute. A dog. This is cool. I like the snake. I think the snake looks good. More artistic nudity as well. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh, and this was for an animation I was gonna be doing about dentists. Like a dentist with a gambling addiction is what it was. Cool. Is there anything else in this? Oh yeah. Yeah. Anyway, now time for my worst sketchbook ever. Like, I hate the sketchbook because this was me for the first time being like, I want to impress people with my sketchbook. So it's less of a sketchbook and more of just like a bunch of notes. It's more like a diary almost, with a lot of stickers and washi tape. So this was Inktober as well for the year. So we had Poisonous, Tranquil, Roasted, and I did a lot of note taking and sticker plopping in this one. There's my girlfriend again. She looks better without glasses and that. Clearly. And I hate this sketchbook. I wish I didn't do this. A lot of people actually like decorating their sketchbooks. I super don't. I like scrapbooking, but I don't like using washi tape and using stickers in a sketchbook because I feel like it takes away from the drawing. With my drawing specifically. More of the Halloween spin-off. Nathan Prescott. You'll see as well in this one is that I start to lose my mind a bit. I do like this drawing. This was my SoundCloud rapper. See, there we go. Sazam. Yeah, you can see this is where. Oh, and now we're in 22nd of August 2019. So I came back to this book because I wanted to finish it, and then I never did. I was not good at drawing Toxtricity. I really wish I was, because he's one of my favorite Pokemon. From the newer gens at least. Oh, look, I'm losing my mind a bit, you can tell. You can tell this is when I started to lose my mind a bit with the sketchbook. I just hated it. And it's falling apart, so that's a great thing about it as well. 2019 now. Fuck it. So 2019 was also a pretty big year for me. I had 8 sketchbooks that I completed. Well, completed, but you know what I mean. Coco. Oh, I skipped the page already. I'm glad I skipped it. This was a year very much of sketching Halloween concept. So this was a real Halloween costume I did, which was me as a skeleton dad and my girlfriend as a skeleton mom. Here's a pic. Sazam again. Oh, meet the artist. This was future. This is what I wanted to look like. And these are the ideas I had for like what I wanted to be doing with myself. So I wanted to be developing Roadkill more, which I have, but it's not an animated TV show yet because I don't know how to animate. So, you know, turns out it's actually takes a while to make something cool. I think that's all from that. Oh, Morph Machine was also a what? Oh, the Toxel's cute. Morph Machine was an idea for an album, but I'm not a musician, so that was a failed project. Oh, figures. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, okay. I had some stuff. I think Jenna drew that. My lovely girlfriend. I think, yep, she drew that. Yeah, that's hers. That's her old art. We used to share sketchbooks quite a bit, so this is her drawing as well. That's her drawing. That's my drawing. Here's a roadkill drawing. Self-portrait. Very Fairy! Yes! But yeah, her and I used to share sketchbooks all the time. Hollywood Whore. Oh, there's her. There's my drawing of her. Cool. Oh yeah, I drew on this page, and then she drew on this page. Pretty cute. Pretty cute. We both love drawing together, so it's actually really cool to see it all start here. Oh, this is a good one. So this was my first time drawing life drawing, and this actually started as my cousin's sketchbook because she took me in because she went to the art university that I now go to. So this is my cousin's art. Rani, shout out Rani. I love it. Like, getting this stuff was like so inspiring to me. Let me throw these away. And then my art. Back to my art. We got Young Blood from 2019. Right before he got mega famous. He was still famous, but he wasn't mega famous. Oh, and here were my drawings from my first ever life drawing. That one's actually pretty good. I like the legs on that one. That one's pretty fucking alright. But I was learning a lot. I do have my life drawing books as well I will be sharing, but they're huge, so I don't know how well they're going to pick up on camera as well because they're quite light. Oh, I love this drawing. This is one of my favorite drawings. I actually might redraw this because I think it's sick. Is there anything else in here? Oh yeah, oh yeah. My sister says cunt. That's really rude. That was really rude. Oh, I had a clothing idea that was called cunt. Classic. These were some requests to draw. Kira. I love it. Okay, that's fun. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of blanks the further I go because I just pick up a sketchbook and then I stop it. Anyway, here's my. Let's get on to my other 4 from 2019. Okay, my last 4 from 2019. So I would say as well, 2019, I was 17 years old. Just take 2 from each year. 2002. Warning, this is the sketchbook of pain. For the complete lack of self-control, skill, original content, good art, decent art, and or cat drawings, turn the page, and bad grammar. Okay, so that's what we're in for. Classic. Ah, more coffee drawing. I haven't seen the sketchbook in forever. But I remember these. Which is cool. Hey, Gerard Way, it's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen you. Oh, I love this drawing. Oh, that one's sick. I love that. That's cool. I like my ink work. I remember this was when Indian ink was really trendy in the YouTube art space, so I bought my own ink. I tried to do a tattoo with it on my own hand as well. There's just an F to pay respects, of course. But I loved my ink. I still love it. It looks beautiful. Metopia from Game Grumps. Inktober. This is my actual attempt at ink. But then I fell through really quickly. Candy Gore, Rich Spam. There we go. Now, I remember this one is a later 2019. So this was like near the end of 2019. Harvey. See? I changed his name to Harvey now. And there's Finch, my other character from Roadkill. Hey, Roadkill. Here we go. Jeff. Jeff is now Frank. I changed his name to Frank. I do not have a Jeff. Nathan Prescott again. The GOAT. The absolute... Oh, the GOAT. The GOAT. This is rad. And this was me coming out with a backdrop for when Roadkill was a visual novel. Oh, here we go. I'm going a bit insane. I actually like these. These are sick. Oh, these are sick. And back to normal. Yeah. Hi. More random. Oh, what is this? This must have been like a Night in the Woods ripoff game. Like 100%. But it's cute. I like it. Cloak. Cloak designs. Rich versus Josh, because Josh was inspired by Rich from Be More Chill, and that will haunt me forever because he is my baby boy. And artistic nudity. Oh, that is a bad figure. Those are bad figures. Oh, what's okay. Oh, I didn't censor that one. My girlfriend and I, yeah, we censored most of the drawings. She censored this book. I haven't seen that before. Oh, I love this sketchbook. This one's been a delight. There's a lot of fun stuff in here. Sorry, I'm still flabbergasted at the dick sucking circle. This is my sister sketching, which is cool. Cool. And we got two more from 2019. Ah! So my phone died. But this one is my favorite sketchbook that I've ever made, because I just think as a sketchbook it is so consistently good, even though I don't like a lot of the art in here. Junker Queen. I love this sketchbook. I think it's just goated from start to finish. Here's some more characters for Dating Death. Let's flip that. Ask her about you to talk about herself. A classic dating character. But yeah, this is my favorite sketchbook that I've ever done. Like, when I come back to my sketchbooks, I always look at this one because I just think it's gorgeous. Oh, Emo the Musical. What a cutie. Oh, that's a cute one. Oh, yep. I always know this one's coming, and then I try and think about how to explain it. So this was this was my teacher's dog on a naked human body. Senpai Bitchface is its name. I love this sketchbook. I really do. Here's some painting. Octopus in a glass jar. Def Thanos was his name. His full legal name for dating Def. Some puppy dogs. Nathan again. Oh, this was my first ever commission I ever did. Sorry if my video is a bit laggy now because I have it on charge now on my phone. But yeah, that was my first ever commission. I did that on Fiverr for about $40, which was pretty good. It was good money for me as a how old am I? 17-year-old at the time. Lots of cool stuff in here, generally. Oh, I was really obsessed with sock puppets at the time. I was making sock puppets of all my friends and my girlfriend. I'll show you one of them here. There's Jenna again, Thomas the Tank Engine with legs, dabbing, classics. Oh, and there's my girlfriend. Again. Oh, here's future me. Oh, I love this apple. I didn't see this. Here's future me. This was me if I was skinny, and this is me if I was fat. Still am fat, but I'm balding now, so I don't get the cool updo. Glad I didn't get any of these tattoos. I'm really glad I didn't get any of them tattoos. Although I still want the fishbone. Because like I've got a really cool birthmark that I feel like would go perfectly with the fishbone. Cindy is one of my characters from Roadkill. Frank, another character from Roadkill. He's a musician in a band called Dead Cat. My friend Candy over here. Hope they're doing good. Love you, miss you. Some fairies. Yeah, I just love this sketchbook. Like, I really do. I think that's such a solid sketchbook. Let's see what's in this one. This one is pretty wrecked. Classic. Oh, this is a shared one of me and my girlfriend. I actually think I've already covered this one, but that might have been when my camera died. There's my girlfriend. There's my girlfriend's art. She's actually also an incredible artist. I'll show some of her beautiful art that she makes now. We actually had our first market together this year. We were both at the Artcade, and we're both going to the next Artcade event, which is super exciting. Yeah, we're both creatives, and we both went to art school together. She's graduated now. She's graduated with her honors degree. Is there anything else in this one? Just some loose faces around the place. Oh, this was a tattoo idea I had as well. I'm glad I don't have that. Because as cute as it is, it just doesn't make any sense for me. But yeah, that's all of 2019. Now 2020, the year I was an adult, that's the big year where I got serious. 2020. So this was the year that I was graduating high school, and the year I turned 18. I love this drawing. I say this sucks, but I love this drawing. I totally forgot about this. I don't remember like anything in this one, which is really sick. What's under here? Wait, let me see. I stuck it down. 2020, this was a concept for another Halloween costume. This was more of my dentist gambling addict that I had the idea of doing. He did slots online. That was his big thing, but he kept seeing teeth everywhere. Oh, and this was the year I made friends with Tree and Stinky. Shout out to the Pookies. Where we started working on a game called Tree Quest. I hope we pick that up again, Pookies. Because I still like a lot of the ideas we came up with. 2020, Life Like Schlump. This was a mobile game idea I had. Where you'd choose either a Schlump or a Smoshed or a Smooshed, and you would just do like tedious fishing jobs and stuff. It was like an idle game. Here's some of the designs: Talent Scout, Fisherman, Lifestyle, Infamy, Community. These were like the business ideas. Henry, he's perfect. I still agree with that. Here's the town mayor. I actually still love a lot of the designs from that. I think it was really fun. More ideas for it. Here's a boat design. Here's a pinata. And then I think I gave up on it going forward. There's me drawing shirts and stuff. This was kind of the year that I decided I wanted to do games, because I was doing 2 game vet courses at the time. 2020 I was doing an animation, a 3D animation course where I made like a robot move around and stuff. Oh, that's fun. Is there anything else in this? Self-portrait. Cool. Some boobs. Cool. But yeah, this was kind of the year I was like, yeah, there's actually careers for me, so I want to pursue video game art. And to do that, I should start coming up with video games if I actually want to do it. So I love this drawing. That was of Nescarello. It's a shit drawing of him, but I just like the drawing. Cool. Yeah. Alright, next one. Oh, there's an even littler 2020. I'll do that one next. 2020, alright, here we go. Oh, yep, this was another Halloween costume idea. This was a shirt design idea I had. Tree Quest. These were some game ideas I had. So Tree Quest, Happy Haunted, Planet Party, and Killer Cat. This was my idea for projects I was going to be working on. Naked. Seeing me coming up with more buildings and stuff, just ideas. This was for Haunted Party. It was going to be a multiplayer game where you play as these ghosts trying to find the killer. Killer Cat. That was a cat for it. Haunted Party. You'd have costumes and stuff. Nixon again. This is a really old Nixon design. To be fair, I've never even finished his ref sheet. Like, I finished it once in like 2020, I believe, or 2021, and then I haven't done it since. Oh, Beans! There's my cat. Face. Me, self-portrait. A weird one. Yeah, you can see this is kind of me trying to break out of my cartoony habits and back into semi-realism. And it got hard. It got really hard. Like, I've figured it out now. Flicking CJ from Animal Crossing. But there was a period of time in 2020 specifically where I was just struggling. I was struggling hard to figure out what I wanted my art style to look like. Like, here, this is actually a pretty good proof of it, because I wanted this like grungy aesthetic, but I couldn't get past the cartoony elements that I was living in. I like this drawing a lot, actually. Stick figure, nice. What's this? Oh, it's Dimitri and Stinky touching toes. How cute. How freaking cute. Let's go with the little one. This was an animation book I made where I would cue in how I wanted people to animate and move. So I didn't finish much of this, but this was for Midnight in Tokyo This was a Josh animatic. Eyeballs. And then this, so back here is done in 2021. So I'll go back to 2022, but this here is done in 2021. This was another character I had, and this was my teacher for my vet pathways into university, into art school. So this was my teacher, Sean. Shout out Sean for letting me graduate that so I can eventually graduate university. Cool, 2020. Mascarello again. This little creature I made. Oh god. Okay, we got Gamzee. We got this pug. We got I Love You Handsome from my girlfriend, which is pretty cute. Shithead by Sazam. That was my idea for my SoundCloud rapper. OC again. Yes, I was stuck on that for a little bit. I love this drawing. This was actually used as a cover for one of my friend's albums. And it came out really good. Come Alien. What more is there to say? This was characters again from a game story I had. Nixon. LPS. This is from an LPS animated show. Not animated. Stop motion, obviously. I wasn't ready. That's cool. Cool. This is when I was going to make tarot cards. I love this drawing here. Who are you, really? That's really cool. Star. Tom. Is it Starker? Yeah, Star and Marco. Duh. Starker. Redraws of some old loose papers I have. I think I'll go through that another day. It's just my piles and piles of loose paperwork that I have from like 2009 to 2014. So that's the rest of my art is just drawn on loose paper that I never categorize. I would love to go through and look at all of that. So 2007, 2016, 2019. I would love to go back and look through all of those. I love that one. Marker play. Sex. I'm so edgy. And I can't pick this up. Can't pick this up, this last page. So I guess we'll never know. Oh, there we go. Cats, Dogs, and Rats by Rare Americans. Classic. This one's huge. I don't know how I'm going to show all of this. Let me... this was my folio for high school art. My year 12 art. So starting point for visuals, I was going for an edgy visuals. Oh god, oh god, oh. I was going to draw a dead, rotten corpse of a dog with a mask on, but that was too edgy, I just decided to do a NASCAR LO piece. This tripod's in the way of turning pages. Sorry about all the shaking. This was some acrylic practice. I love this drawing, this painting, sorry. Oh no. Oh. Hang in there. Some more painting. And here was my painting of Nascarello, which I love this painting still. I still think it's absolutely gorgeous. Then I decided to then switch to drawing him as a skull. More art. Oh, portraiture. So that's me drawing my girlfriend again. Hi, Jenna. Some inspo. Inspo again. This isn't mine. Oh, my sister drew that. Cool. That's everything from 2020 that I've got. Now we're up to 2021, which is when I started art school. So for 2021, even though it was my first year as art school, it's mostly art school digital. So I did a lot more digital work that year than I did traditional work. So I've only got these two sketchbooks from 2021. So starting with this one. Oh, and my first life drawing session is in this one. Cool. Cool. Ah, here we go. Life drawing. Drawing from in class. And here we go. So life drawing is something that we do every week at CDW, which is where I go to uni. And this was one of the paid life drawing sessions. This was my first ever time trying life drawing, besides from when I was with my cousin in 2019, I think it was. I don't know. Check the tape. But so usually these pads that we draw on are a lot bigger, and you'll see them when I get to it next year. These are pretty okay. I'm pretty okay with these. This was me drawing not for class, and that's going to be a huge difference. This is the open life drawing, so it's just for fun, really. And yeah, they were pretty cool. But that's basically one of my two sketchbooks. I didn't draw much. Because I was so focused on digital art, that I wasn't sketching. And I think even with this book, there's a lot of blank pages. There's me as a fish, me as a catfish. I was going to sculpt this. Me trying to make an orthographic for what it would look like. Oh, upside down. There we go. That wasn't mine. I think that was my sister drawing. We're back the other way. Yeah, so you can see I'm doing uni stuff. Lesbian. Oh yeah, that's my sister drawing. Skate the Infinity. Classic. And yeah, I used the sketchbook to just literally sketch, which is something that I actually really admire, is that it wasn't to draw, really. It was just to make weird things. Like this. I do not know the origins of this. And then we have a really sick skull over here. Fucking hell. But I have no idea what the origins of this was. Minecraft with tits. Eye stretch. This is sick. I love this one. This one is super sick. Josh. Some gay yaoi. Boy love. Whatever. That's cool. I like the line consistency. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, there's some cool stuff in here. I haven't looked at this sketchbook. I haven't looked at my more latest sketchbooks in like a long time because they're so recent. that I've never felt a real need to look at them because they're so recent. They must all look good. But that's probably not the case. So a lot of these are good. I know that these are really good ones. This is when I was like, after not drawing much for the year before, it was like, oh, it's time to draw. Oh, here's my bunch of fish. So here's me drawing like a shit ton of fish. I got a fish encyclopedia and just decided to draw all the fish in there. And I love it. I love all my fish drawings, even the ones with X's. I love all of them. This was because in year 1 we had to draw 100 trees, and I actually skipped that class because I was having surgery. So my idea was to just draw 100 fish, which is not the same thing as drawing 100 trees, because trees have a lot of form and organic and natural shapes, whereas fish, even though they are organic, they don't have a lot of form. They're kind of flat. But this was still really fun for me. I love drawing fish. I love fish. Get your Patchy on the phone. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And then more random stuff. This was me trying to get fun back into traditional drawing. And I think I want to do that again. Like you'll see that I don't have any sketchbooks from 2026. Ooh, Face Man. Lion Stinky. This is not cool. I do love this sketchbook, but yeah, in 2026 I haven't done a single sketch in a traditional sketchbook. I only do digital art for this whole year, so I would love to get the whimsy and the fun back of drawing traditionally, because it is cool. Like, all this work in here is pretty sick. I love this one. Oh, that's sick. Yeah, that's cool. Damn, this sketchbook's huge. I'm actually like shocked at how much I drew in this. Some Yowie, hell yeah. Pogs out for Yowie. Corner. That is one of Stinky's OCs. I don't know why I'm drawing him nude. That looks sick though. That looks really good. Oh, that looks pretty. 2D sucks. Ah, yes. So this was when I was in 3D art classes. So my 2D started to suck a bit because I was in so much 3D that I just forgot how to draw. This one's sick. I love this sketchbook. This one's really cool. Vampire. Oh, a room. You're sick again. I got sick apparently. Typical. Yeah, typical. Hand. Funny. Funny. These are cool. I like. This actually gives me a lot of. Oh, my girlfriend drew that. 100%. 100% she drew that. That was a cool sketchbook. I actually really enjoyed that. That was a fun look through. I think this one's pretty cool too. I can't remember. Yeah, this one's cool. So we got a bear on that side. We got some guy on this side. These are cool. These are really sick. Boobies. I think that's it. Oh, is there stuff at the back? Yes, there's stuff at the back. Oh, sick. Now that's cool. I actually love that. That one's going in the thumbnail of this video. Over. Oh, that's cool. That's really nice. I like this texture. I think this was a charcoal pen. Watercolor charcoal. I think that's, yeah, that's everything from that one. So this one everyone's already seen before. I've posted this whole video, this whole sketchbook. Oh no, I haven't. Well, I've posted a lot of this sketchbook on my YouTube before, because this is my sketchbook I did drunk drawing in. Cool head though. That one's sick. That's sick. I love you so much, baby. Thank you, girlfriend. I love you. Oh, I love this. I love this drawing. This makes me so happy. Whimsical. These are cool. These are sick. I love just how loose I was. I like being loose, like super loose. Okay, we got a hunt. Aha! So here's all the stuff I did while I was drunk. Drunken around town. If I can find it. So this is me just drawing people dancing while I'm drunk. And I love this stuff. I think it looks absolutely cool. I was pinging, I was drunk, I was just having such a good time. And everyone I was drawing loved that I was drawing them as well. From Misty, shout out. I love this one the most, and this one. These two are both brilliant. I remember her asking me about what I was drawing, and then she referenced an artist. It was her. She referenced an artist that also does nightlife sketching. That was a drawing that someone else did. A drawing that someone else did. I met so many cool people that night. And I got a lot of mementos, like I got a CD from the event and like a beautiful photo. So I was drawing over here, back here, and then I was drawing these two people, and they got a picture of me sitting there drawing them, which was really cool. I'll put that here. Yeah, I loved doing drunk drawing. I haven't done it for a while, but that's because I'm not going out a lot. Because I'm always on that grind. Crayon drawing. Yes, I love the sketchbook as well because I love my crayons. Uh-oh. I think I love this sketchbook. I think this is the right one. Alright, we found more art. Oh, it's me and my girlfriend and a cat. Wait, that's a really cute little drawing. I don't know who drew this. It wasn't me though. Okay, life drawing. Life drawing. I think that's it. Oh, let me try another animatic. And then failing immediately. So then I just drew people around campus. And more life drawing. Cool. Alright. Never mind, I actually have some old life drawing from 2022. Oh, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to hold this one up because these books are huge. This was our model Karen, so you'll see me draw her quite a lot. This was my first time drawing her. And you see I got 6 minutes written at the top. I was very critical of my life drawing because I felt like I had to be. I tried angling it differently. So I did a lot of life drawing because I didn't just do the ones we did in class. Oh shit, sorry. I didn't just do the ones we did in class. I also did a lot of it for fun. This one was my favorite. That was cool. I don't know if these are going to come up very clearly. Because they're quite light. I hope they do. I hope my hand isn't in the way. I can't see the tripod. I might have to film the life drawings at a separate time because they're just, the books, they're so big. So I might not continue doing my life drawing books. But this was my life drawing from 2022. These are good though. You know, I honestly thought these were really bad at the time. And I know I do better later on, but those were actually like pretty freaking good. I'm actually quite happy with them. Oh no, I'm stuck. So I might do a separate video where I do my life drawing or edit it in post because it's just too big. I don't really have a way to show it off. But we'll see. You'll see. You'll figure it out. So 2023 was a really fun year for my drawing and my sketching. You can see I took a bit of creativity with this one. But let's look at this one first. This one's one of my favorite. Oh no, it was 2022. Alright, okay, so this one's back in 2022. Yeah, that makes sense because I had the crayons. But yeah, this is one of my favorite sketchbooks I've ever made as well. Because I just love the crayon. I love how consistent it feels, how much fun. You can tell I'm having fun. And that's what matters. You can just tell that there's a lot of whimsy and funness happening on every single page. True and Stinky. Cute. Even my drawings that are kind of shit, like I just had so much fun drawing. And that's what we really strive for with sketchbooks. Beans and Kira, my two cats. Zoo sketching. So this is me sketching at the zoo. Greg the Goat. Oh, this was Cameron's sea lion. This is my friend Cameron. This is his attempt at drawing. Monkey. Pandy da Panda. Oh, and then these. I love these ones. These ones are just ink. Just fun. Me just having fun. a lot of this book is just me having fun. I wasn't really thinking, I was just drawing for the sake of drawing, and that's what I love to do in sketchbooks. Zoo sketches again. Bit worse this time. But that's half the fun. Half the fun of drawing is fucking up and making bad art. Because then when you make a good one, it just feels awesome. I think that's all of that sketchbook. Cool. Now these two, I love both of these sketchbooks. I don't know which one to show first. I might show my littler one. Make sure that's still in frame. Ah, life drawing. Life drawing. This one's mostly life drawing. So here's my girlfriend. There's some boobs. That page is stuck together for a reason. Here's my girlfriend's room. Fish and chip shop. Fish and chip shop. I don't remember where those are. Oh, this is the beach. This is at the beach. Yeah, this is at the beach near my house. Zoo sketches. Zoo sketches. Rocks. My rocks. These are the rocks that I own. My old desk. Park. Park. Actually, I think it's a reservoir, but you know, it's basically a park. Park. This is the science room where I did bone drawing, which I have my folio back here of all my bone drawings. Trees, people, birds. Zoo sketches again. Yes, I had a zoo membership this year, so I was going to the zoo constantly. Fun. I was just constantly doing life drawing. It was so fun. I'm gonna pick this back up. This was more drunk drawing from here on. Classic. It's just so fun to draw. Like looking at this stuff just makes me go like, damn, I want to draw. I want to stop this video right now and just draw, because it's just so fun to draw. And then I believe this one is also life drawing. Yep, Getting Out of Adelaide 2023. So yeah, this is me just drawing in Melbourne. We went to the aquarium. Looking around in Melbourne. Yeah, I love the buildings in Melbourne. And that's all. Aww. I love that book. I'm sad it's over. What's in this one? There's only 2 pages in this one. It's got that one. No Isaac, no good. And then that. That's all I got in that. And then in this one, this is my sketchbook for scientific illustrations. So this is my folio where I drew a bunch of bones and learnt a bunch of things about how to draw bones and what bones mean what. There's stuff on the other page as well, but I can't lift the book to show you all of them. So just, you're only getting this page, sadly, unless I do this really slowly. This is a koala hand, which is pretty sick. They were all Australian animals, because we were discussing megafauna, and stuff like that. Oh, that page is sick. I gotta show this. Look at all these bones. Pelican skeleton, I believe, or rib cage, and a wombat femur. Pelican pelvis. Pelican pelvis. Some bones. God, I love this. Like, it looks so cool. Yeah, I loved this class. This was such a cool class to learn to draw in. This was one of my first projects, was this one. I believe this was a turtle, like, shell, like, at the bottom. More bones. Oh, look at these 2 pages. Just drawing these bones from a million different angles. It was so much fun. I've never felt more like happy with a class than I did with this class, because it was just so cool to just draw constantly. Just some portraiture as well. Just in this book. Hey, a furry! It's been a while. That's fun. I loved this type of charcoal graphite watercolor. It really taught me a lot of how I like my black and whites. But yeah, that's all of 2023. We're almost over it because I didn't draw anything in 2026, so never mind. I found one more book from 2023. This was museum sketches. Just sketches of the fish at the museum, the way they have it on display. The museum itself, clearly. I like this rat. He's cool. I love this drawing. I started a digital version of this, and then I never finished it, but it was so fun. Like, I love this drawing. I'm getting pencil all over me. Penguins, more pelicans. I love pelicans. They're my favorite birds to draw, I learned. Whoa! Oh, that looks sick. I love that. Oh, that's fun. Pelicans. Pelicans, my goats. Pelicans. Oh, I love these birds with the funny feet as well. I believe I did this at the zoo with my teacher. Which was sick. Which was sick to do. Okay, up, what up? Some cappies. Some people looking at this scary guy. Jailing the people who are at the zoo. Classic. Baby. I actually like that drawing a lot. That's cool. Oh, Kuchapachi. No likeness. Don't like that one, apparently. Okay, so that's the end of 2023. Okay, 4 sketchbooks for 2024. Let's have a look-see. Oh, I think I didn't finish most of these. Yep. Yep. Cool sketching. Well, that was quick. Alright, let's try this one. Oh, I love this sketchbook. Yeah, this one's a cool one. This one's one of my favorite sketchbooks. Past these 2 pages. Yeah. So this was me again, just learning how to have fun sketching and just playing around with shapes. I took this one on holiday as well, so a lot of my stuff is different. I was in a holiday mindset. This is a tracing of my hand, which is pretty sick. a lot of play. Like this guy is so fun. Just a lot of playing in this one, and I love it. I love this sketchbook. I love this monkey. I actually want to bring this guy back because he looks sick as hell. This was so recent to me. This it really is. It's so recent. And this was on holiday again. This was a different holiday now. I love this one. This is a cool character. I was going through it, clearly, as well. I was going super through it. I was mentally struggling quite a lot. You can tell by all the vape drawing. But, you know, I think it's one of my favorite sketchbooks as well. Look at this pelican. All of these pelicans look rad. It's such a shame that I was struggling so much because the art looks incredible. I love this page. Yeah, that's the end of that one. Yeah, 2024 was a weird year for me. I don't think I finished this sketchbook either. I think that's literally it. I had a lot going on in 2024, so it's good to look back at what I was creating. That's cool. That looks gorgeous. Now that's what we like to see. Look at all of that. Look at that. Now that's cool. This is sick. Yeah, these are sick. I love this sketchbook. I remember this. I remember this now. I like this dog. Dead dog. These are so sick. This is why I want to get back into sketching. Because look how fun this is. It's just so fun. Oh, sticker. This was me and my girlfriend on holiday as well. For our anniversary, we were on a boat, which was pretty cool. So this was drawing from that. I love boobs. Classic. Drawing on myself, self-portrait. Anything on the back? Yes. This is my girlfriend drawing. Cool. Look at her draw. And back to me. These were characters I was making for a game that was based on my medical traumas. So this is an asthma-based dragon guy. I did a full render of him. This is Mallet Michael, who was based on my mallet finger, which is when your finger gets stuck like this. Yeah, I think that's everything in this one. I love this book. This one's really sick. Like, every page in here makes me feel so whimsical. So 2025, my last year of sketchbooks that I have to show. I think I'm gonna do a follow-up of this type of series and like another. Ooh, stuff in the back. These are sick. These are sick. Anything else? No. I'm gonna do a follow-up of this in another like couple of years, maybe 5 years, because I want to bring sketching back full time. I want to be properly sketched out with full complete sketchbooks. Oh, this is another holiday trip that I went on. Just drawing stuff from around. Jim Beam. Bong. Some faces. A giraffe. Pelicans. Pelicans. Duck. Birds. This was another zoo trip. I want to bring back sketching full time. Because it's just so cool when you make something cool like this. Like, that's super sick. Oh, my girlfriend coming up with sticker designs. And yeah, I'm excited to keep sharing what I'm creating like all the time. That's all that's in that one. And so I think I'm going to end it here. My last 2 drawings. So thank you so much for watching. I hope I've inspired people to keep creating and just keep working on projects, because eventually you just get better. Like, the more you draw, the better you get. And I'm never gonna stop. So thank you so much for watching. This has been my sketchbooks for my whole lifetime up until this point. Please stick around if you want to see more content from me. And tell me if there's anything you want me to redraw. Like, if there's anything that really stood out to you in this video that you think it looks super sick, but I should do it again, let me know. This is also my 10 years of drawing digital art, so I'm going to be making a catalog of all my digital art as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.